Muy buenas, ¿qué tal estamos? Aquí volvemos en Vampyr y vamos a continuar justo donde lo dejamos, yendo a hablar con... Hostia, venga, a saquear, claro que sí. ¿Brico qué? ¿Bricolacas? De entre mis muchos viajes, creo que el que más me sorprendió fue el recorrido por las islas mediterráneas, en especial la isla de Santorini, en busca de las pistas de presencia de vampiros en esas tierras bañadas por el sol. El propio Heródoto hace referencia a la isla en su cuarto libro, y estoy personalmente convencido de que aún son muchos los misterios por resolver en esa parte del mundo. ¿Quién sabe que, incluso hoy en día, la isla de Santorini sigue siendo considerada por algunos como el lugar más infestado de vampiros del mundo, mucho más que los Cárpatos, y de que sus habitantes son considerados como especialistas en la caza de vampiros, o de bricolacas, como ellos los llaman? De acuerdo con los mitos locales, un bricolaca es una persona fallecida que no se descompone y que puede presentar una tez natural siempre que se alimenta de sangre fresca. No puede entrar en ninguna casa sin llamar y obtener respuesta. El ajo los ahuyenta. No se desintegran bajo el sol, pero su piel se oscurece. Puede transformarse en lobo y otros animales. Lo que más me llamó la atención es que el mismo nombre existe con pequeñas variaciones desde el mar Mediterráneo hasta los Balcanes. Los griegos los llaman braicol bricolacas, braicolacas. Los búlgaros y macedonios los conocen como barcolac o barcolac, mientras que los serbios los llaman bukodlak. Así es, Bukodlak. Es muy parecido al Bulkod que ya conocemos, hermanos míos. Tan solo con escribir ahora estas palabras me entran escalofríos. Personalmente estoy convencido de que aquí nos enfrentamos con alguna especie de protovampiro. Puede que se trate de algún tipo de eslabón entre los vampiros modernos y las criaturas que los precedieron. Si Dios me concede el tiempo suficiente, espero poder regresar algún día a la isla de Santorini y encontrar algún indicio de esta figura ancestral y olvidada. Ok.
It's locked, all right.
Si hablo con él.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane.
Like myself and many people in this area, Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever, too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Ah, vale.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family.
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Tell me everything you know about...
I do not believe...
Joder, vale, perdona, que esto ya lo he hecho. Creía que no. Su vida en Londres, vale. Preguntas personales.
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but Thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
It is not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
Esto ya está así.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Vale. Todos estos, hostia, pero no se puede hablar, ¿no? No. Vale. De momento yo aquí investigando un poco. Nada, 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 nada. Aquí hay chelines. Aquí hay cosas. Quinina. Aquí hay más cosas. No será un vampiro, ¿no? Tengo sed. Razvan, tranquilo, no te preocupes, tengo sed. ¿Existe? Carta a la enfermera Crane. Querida Dorotea, cuando leas esta carta yo ya estaré en el barco que nos llevará a Antón y a mí de vuelta a Brasov. Inglaterra no era para nosotros y reconozco que anhelo volver a ver las orgullosas colinas de Transilvania. Tan pronto como estemos allí, te prometo que encenderé una vela en la iglesia negra y rezaré porque sobrevivas a esta horrible epidemia. Sé que no apruebas esta decisión y que consideras que serás mucho más útil aquí para nuestros camaradas exiliados del East End, pero Anton necesita regresar a nuestra amada patria para ver el tan ansiado brote de la revolución. Es mi esposo y debo permanecer junto a él. Sé que tuvimos nuestras peleas y discusiones, sé que te habría gustado tenerme a tu lado para ayudarte con tu clínica, pero ahora que me marcho de Inglaterra, ten por seguro que si te pasara algo, si te vieras inmerso en un grave problema o peligro, regresaría inmediato a Londres con o sin Antón. Por favor, piensa en mí lo mismo que pensaré yo en ti. Afectuosamente, tu hermana Teodora.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily, high fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain, diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, doctor. He's still bleeding, doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, doctor?
Oh, demasiada sangre.
I can't see.
Ni se te ocurra.
I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, doctor.
Hostia.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, doctor.
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, doctor.
Me la he cargado, ¿no?
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something...
Se está convirtiendo en vampiro, tío.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Tendré que haber hecho masaje cardíaco, porque ahora hemos perdido una chisma de epinefrina para nada, ¿sabes? Por si acaso. Sí.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
Momentito, momentito, momentito. Te quiero saquear.
It's
Fuck.
locked.
So what do I owe this courtesy? I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty, nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Puedo cautivar.
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor.
A mí me da miedo el muerto, ¿eh?
Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
Nuevas víctimas. Sufrirá las consecuencias por tu decir, claro, porque si le mando a la cárcel, pues a tomar por culo, pero como no lo he hecho, pues bien. Vale. Esto sigue cerrado, ok. ¡Hijos de puta! Espera, no puedo robar a este... No me atropello nada. Esto envenena... ¡Ah, sí! A ver, la única forma de comprobarlo era esa. Bien. El tocho fuera, tío. ¡Lol! Me he cargado al otro también, ¡lol! Perfecto, fantástico. Puedo abrir esto, la puerta ya está abierta, vale. Informa la situación. A Lady... ¿Te puedo comprar la mierda que vendías o no? 45, 35, vale, gracias, dame el elixir, adiós. Entonces... Joder, ¿cómo vuelvo yo ahora, tú? A ver... ¿Cómo vuelvo yo? ¿Sabes? ¿Tengo un escondite aquí? Ah, no, mira, estaba yendo bien a la salida. Bueno, es igual. Tengo el otro escondite por allí, así que no pasa nada. A ver... Claro. Por aquí. A ver.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Aquí tengo un escondite. Ah, claro, si les atraigo... Claro, y son vampiros y guardias, se matan entre ellos. Claro, bueno, tiene todo el puto sentido del mundo, la verdad. Escondite para aquí. A ver. Estoy volviendo. ¿Qué? ¿A quién estoy pegando? Ah, coño, a Vincent. Hostia, pero que aquí hay mucho... No me deja, fuck. Espera. Que me he puesto, que me he mejorado el otro arma. Esto. Sí. Tío, es que... Estoy muerto. Pero muy muerto. Pero muertísimo. ¿Qué hago? Aparte de morir. Es que, claro, o sea, a ver, te cuento. Redadas policiales inútiles en Whitechapel. Últimamente los rumores acerca de Whitechapel se convierten en auténticos hechos. Durante los pasados 3 meses la policía ha sospechado que el barrio daba sede de lo que podría considerarse el núcleo del mercado negro médico de Londres. Pero por supuesto esas sospechas seguirán siéndolo y ningún cuerpo de seguridad será enviado a Whitechapel para poner fin al tráfico ilegal. No se ha encontrado una gran cantidad de sustancias. No se ha arrestado a ningún jefazo. Esta farsa es el resultado de un intento desesperado por ocultar la descarada incompetencia de la Comisión de Salud del Consejo del Condado de Londres, que le regala al populacho una victoria de segunda mientras la epidemia se extiende con rapidez. Lo peor de todo es que cuando uno se toma el tiempo de analizar los gráficos y las estadísticas más recientes, descubre que el distrito Whitechapel resiste mucho mejor a la enfermedad que la mayoría de la ciudad. ¿Se trata de un milagro o de que se llevan a cabo actividades médicas clandestinas ilegales pero eficientes? ¿Es esta otra prueba de la incompetencia de las autoridades en cuanto a asuntos criminales? Lo único que sé es que si los londinenses tenemos más posibilidades de sobrevivir a la epidemia viviendo en un barrio alejado de la mano de Dios, no tengo ningún problema en mudarme a un antro barato infestado de pulgas y pagar a un casero de dudosa reputación. Buah, resfriado también, bronquitis, migraña, agotamiento. Evento importante. Ah, la prensa informa de tu elección respecto al pilar de la ¡Oh! ¡A la pasada, tío! Vale, qué guay. A ver, lo que quiero yo es... Entonces... Voy a hacerlo.
Human blood.
Voy a ver.
Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Ah, lo hizo premeditadamente. Eran los guardias. Por eso lo hicieron premeditadamente. Para traer un vampiro. Y yo he caído en la trampa porque creía que iba a ser algo importante, en plan un boss o algo. O sea, un boss no, perdón. Ha sido un boss. Porque una investigación o un crimen o algo. Era lo que quería decir.
This is despicable.
Joder, me equivoco, tío, con eso, hostia. No, a él no, al boss, joder, al boss, coño. Vamos. Bien, uno fuera. Vale, fuera, quita. Quita. Mierda, no tengo... ¡Ah! Bien. No, muere y muere. ¡Que no ha muerto! ¡El hijo de puta! ¡Pero la estamina! ¡La estamina! ¡Oh! ¡Hostia! Aquí puedo... Espera un momentito. Quitar. Aquí puedo ir... A esto, sí. Ahí voy a ir a eso. Que antes era muy difícil. Pero ahora ya... Estoy en igualdad de condiciones. ¿Dónde están los que están pochos? Espera un momento. Faltan 2 pistas, tío. Si no me la comía ya. Pero vale. Newton Blight. ¡Ah! Cefalea, pero no tengo su cosa para la cefalea, ¿sabes? Espérate, voy a hablar con la señorita esta. Mira que me lo sabía. Me lo imaginaba, ¿eh?
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
You killed him. He trusted you. And you killed him.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
So in the end, the accusation was true, wasn't it?
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady. Unfortunately, I could not bring myself to do it.
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan. I didn't expect this from you.
Tenía que haberla dado a cultivar.
You yourself admitted how ridiculous the sum of money was. I can assure you, it was all used for charitable ends.
Well, you were full of surprises, aren't you, Jonathan? All right, say I trust you, but you will still pay the ransom. That is only fair. After all, it was you who failed to bring this problem to a satisfactory conclusion.
I believe I could agree to that.
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will now answer any questions you may have.
¿Qué dice?
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Excuse my forwardness, but
Obviamente no, pero bueno.
are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
Bueno, no, termino todas las de
I don't
sobrevivo.
understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
Un fallo, tío.
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not
Bueno, no,
me.
porque me habla. No sé, tío.
I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
Ya, dirán que tengo que beber su sangre.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are a...
Claro, los Skal deben de ser los que me encuentro ahí de forma salvaje. Van allá. Digo yo.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain. More than likely, it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society, and like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seemed they have been recruiting.
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad.
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
Joder, me voy a sonrojar y todo con esto, ¿eh?
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then.
Nah.
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Scowls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
What type of vampire is a Skal?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
¿Cuántos años tiene?
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire?
Es solo por curiosidad.
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen.
Ya,
If you
sí,
must know, I'm
27, sí,
27.
ya, sí.
I've been 27 for a long time now, and
Vale.
27 I shall remain.
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
And no one suspected you of the murders?
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
Pues esto ya está, ¿no?
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady.
Ah,
I
ya
must
está.
quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Ergotamina. Bueno, tengo para allá lo de... espera, ¿cuánta pasta? 60. Con 60, ¿qué puedo llegar a pillar? A comprar. No sé, tío. Más ergotamina, perfecto. Un suero nuevo.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Skals. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Establece una conexión entre la epidemia vampírica y la gripe española. No me jodas. Tiene cosas en
The
común, tío.
flower is dying.
Hostia, pero que no la puedo dar agua, tío. O sea, ¿cómo le doy agua? Quiero darle agua. No sé, tío. Hola. Joder. No me deja. Pues el doctor Swansea era por aquí. Hola.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here, but it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
Pero... Claro, es muy peligroso.
But the risk of infection using vampire blood could compound the situation.
I know, but your blood now carries remarkable regenerative properties. With our minds and your blood, there's nothing we couldn't cure.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan.
Sí, que tienes algo
As
que
I
decirme.
said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
Asiste al funeral de Mary. El ojo estaba en la tumba, va. Buah, pero esto va a ser el próximo episodio ya, ¿eh? Lo único que tengo que... Tengo que desarrollar muchas curas y mierdas, tío. Porque, joder, a ver, aquí, solo aquí... Necesito uno de cefalea que ni siquiera tengo ahora que me doy cuenta, pero vale. Y luego, aquí... ¡Buah! Pues lo vamos a dejar aquí, espero que os haya gustado mucho, gracias por estar ahí más aguantándome. En el próximo continuaremos, así que nada. Y en el próximo iremos a terminar la secundaria esa, porque con 60 que tengo, para mejorar el arma necesito 3 de empuñadura corriente, 3 piezas de empuñadura corriente. No me las tendrá el pavo, ¿no?
My murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
Esto no me lo dará,
Good
¿no?
evening.
I'd like to...
Wise choice.
Empuñadura corriente 1. Empuñadura corriente diminuta. Pues nada, esto lo tendré que farmear, supongo. Y un momentito. Pues en el próximo continuaremos, así que lo dicho. Gracias y hasta luego.